Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the Glacier map, and we've got Minigin from Big Daddy Clan. This was a replay from the previous patch, so we renamed from Pity Clan. So you'll see Pity there. Anyway, he's platooned with Lion Balls in the AMX M449 and Minigin's in the LHMTV. So this is taken from when he was on his way to the Manticore. So there's a few ways you can play this as a light tank, but this is one of them. So probably the best positions to take up. These bushes on the side of these ponds, and you can spot out the tanks that are moving along the lines to on the south side on the K line to try and challenge the tanks. But obviously, it helps to have a bit of support here to take advantage of your spotting. And yeah, this is probably about the most forward bush you could take early in the game. Now there's an enemy light tank in the middle. Well, there was. He was in the middle, and now he's back in the garage. I was going to say that's one of the other positions light tanks can take, but he was probably over spotting there. Maybe unaware, perhaps, that he wasn't spotted, but yeah, taken out fairly quickly. But this position here, yes, we've seen some pretty good results from light tanks taking up this area, particularly if you're playing from the west side of the map, as you get sort of probably better access to this position than if you're coming from the east side. Anyway, playing passive at the moment, doesn't want to give away his position. This is spotting plenty of tanks. There's Progetto 66 moving up and just ticked over 2k of assisted damage so far. And he's getting good support here. And you just hear the shots whistling overhead. It's a very nice effect. So yeah, just purely playing passively at the moment, and given the only light tank on the enemy side has basically been vaporized, pretty safe to not be challenged. Obviously there's tanks coming up will know that they've been spotted, but they won't know exactly where from, and anyone firing in your position should be lit up as well. So just collecting a bit more spotting damage from the Progetto 66. And you can see they've made a bit of a dent in the hit points of the enemy team, but it's early days in the match yet, things could change. Luckily the Progetto 66 goes down. And Minigin just checking out where all the different opportunities. There's the Kunze-Panzer, who was already been tagged once before. And there's some Martian down there as well. But the Kunze-Panzer, if you see where it is in the minimap comparison to where Minigin is, yeah, a bit dangerous to move out of this position. We have decent view range. And there's still quite a few tanks that were spotted at one stage, but now are unspotted on that K line down at K6. So again, a bit dangerous to move. But now the tanks are starting to move up. So there'll be a bit more spotting here, and it looks like things are starting to even out. Looks like they're losing the north side of the map up there, just the strip K left. So it doesn't look like that was supported well. It just looked like there was a Luva and a Besante up there, but now just the strip K left. And Minigin decides to take a shot there, and he penetrates it. It wasn't spotted, so it tells you that all the other enemy tanks around here do not have line of sight on him, which is good to know. And it looks like the CS-52 and the Charioteer are now isolated on the CS-52, so he goes for a shot on the rear, and this CS-52 basically getting it from both sides, so it's good to have a bit of confusion with your enemy. Stay out of the way of his gun. make him turn his turret, that will help get him out of the game faster. So Minigin's coming up, taking another shot. In fact, he gets the kill. So that was pretty handy. Now, probably suggest that's a bit of a turning point in the game here. Hopefully up on the north, the TD's going back up the strip K. And you can see he's finding shots here on the Renegade, and there's a Tonwan down there. So Minigin deciding not to push just at this point. He's getting some action, getting some of his own damage in. So he's just clicked over 1100 damage. And getting some opportunities here. Those tanks are in the middle, and they're actually past his view range, so being spotted by someone else, which is fine. Of course, this is the old patch, so you're seeing the old way of showing the outlines, so don't be too surprised. This is patch 1.16.0, so we didn't have that feature of the outline showing you what was behind cover and what wasn't. Anyway, good time to move up now. You can either take the bush just to his right, which he considers doing. And there's the Kunze-Panzer. He decides to go for a shot in the Kunze-Panzer. He's going to get lit by that, pretty sure, even though the Kunze-Panzer is quite some distance. And he gets tagged by the T-103. But that's alright. It's the first major hit that he's taken, so picking up assisted damage as well. Goes for a blind shot there. It looks like that went in. There was no splash that came up. Well, at least it hit. Well, we're not sure if it penetrated, but he's firing his premium round, so trying to get as much out of this tank as possible to get to the Manticore as quickly as he can. So now he's got T30 lit and he pulls back, so he's only got the outline, which means he won't get spotted when he fires, and gets a nice shot into the T30, and then he's got the T103 that hit him before, and in fact he gets a nice shot in there as well, and a blind shot comes in just to his left. That's no dramas. The Jigsaw that's coming in might try and help there. Minigin just again looking for the tanks in the centre there. Maybe you can get another shot there, help out Lion Balls, who's been playing the middle all this time. But no luck there, so it's coming up to this position here. Maybe you can get a firing position without getting spotted by the TDs on the other side of the cap area. There's that T30 again. He's behind cover as far as Minigin goes, but he must have lit him just as he went into cover, and looks like Lion Balls managed to get a hit on him. And the Martian is just down below, so it's dangerous to move forward too quickly here, particularly as a light tank, until there's a bit more control of the map. But let's try and light some more targets. Right, takes the risk and moves up. He's got a bit of hard cover here, and he finds the Martian, goes for the lower front plate, gets the kill, and that brings up 2k of damage directly done by Minigin. So together with the 4k that he's picked up, he's now sitting on 6k combined, or nearly 6.3 actually. Goes for a shot on the T30, just misses, unfortunately. The Renegade in the centre gets taken out by Lion Balls, and he gets a shot in on the Tonwan. Unfortunately, the Tonwan goes just into cover, and then Lion Balls gets another kill. So 2 kills there to each of the players in the platoon, and Minigin takes this as time he can move up. Just saw a tree fall down to the left of the cap circle there, so it's going to be interesting what is there. Runs through the cap circle. It can be a little bit dangerous, but I think they all know they're coming. This Kunze-Panzer up to his left, decides to leave that alone, goes for the T103, snapshots and kills. He does take a hit from the Kunze-Panzer, but that's fine. Everyone knows where he is now. And where's that T30? Oh, there we go. Facing him. I must have just fired. We heard a big boom, and he missed, and Minigin gets the kill. So 4 kills there to Minigin. The Kunze-Panzer gets taken out, and finally there's just the lurver there on 15 hit points. But he's facing Minigin, and he gets spotted as he fired, but that's alright. He doesn't need that extra 15 hit points. He's already got a great result, and hopefully Lion Balls can go and clean him up. No, it wasn't Lion Balls, but nonetheless, that is the end of the game. let's go and have a look at the details. So here we go. The Patrol Duty Medal for spotting tanks that were then damaged by your team. So it's actually spotted how many tanks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tanks that were then damaged, or actually 8. Spotted 8 tanks, but yeah, spotting 7 of them are damaged from his spotting. Did nearly 2.4k of his own damage there, which is great, and 4 kills, and just under 5k of assisted damage in total. So it gives him 7.2k of combined damage, which is a great result. And we've got another medal here, All-X medal, for destroying 2 enemy tanks or tank destroyers in a light tank that are at least 1 tier higher than you. So that would give him an extra boost in experience, and we'll have a look how that paid out. And of course, the Ace Tanker Mastery badge. So here's the team score. All right, so the platoon's finished on top there. Minigin getting 1417 base, which is just a nice level above the Mastery badge. Line Balls getting 1283, which would have been just under the Ace Tanker level. And I've got the G-Saw that was pushing up with him towards the end, getting 1000, and the Charpentier 4 getting just under 1000. So the main contributors there are all getting over 2k, and Strib 103 would have been defending that enemy push on the north side, getting just under 3k there, so another good contributor. And on the enemy side, the Renegade did 3k, so it'd be a bit unhappy with the result of losing, and only one other tank did 2k, which was the AMX-50 FOC that we saw on the north side of the map. So otherwise, a bit of a fail on the enemy side, and that's what the collapse was at the end there. Just noted that T30 did 0 damage, but that's sometimes just poor positioning on that map. It's not a great map. There are too many places that you can sit that you can't really get an angle on. Anyway, so even though this was a spotting game, he did plenty of damage of his own. So it fired 17 shots in total, 13 of those hit, and 12 of those were penetrations. He was firing his premium ammunition. It is a tech tree tank, by the way, so no bonus in terms of premium other than running the premium account. So he did spend 74k on ammunition, so expensive rounds, I must say, and 20k on consumables as well. So that meant a loss of 10k on it. But nonetheless, that's sort of to be expected, trying to get that sort of result. So great game there from Minigin, and it's good to see you back in the clan these days. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, can you put that in your plan to do so? We'll have more great content to follow, and thanks very much for watching.